Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Very important video, very interesting video because today I'm going to talk about life after MBA. MBA करने के बाद लाइफ कैसी होती है and ये बात करने के लिए मैं अपने घर से भी कर सकता था, but I wanted to specifically do the shoot here because right now I am sitting in the Orchid Mumbai, right? The Orchid Hotel Mumbai, one of the best hotels in Mumbai near the airport. It's a 5-star hotel. It's funded by company. And why did I want to do this? Because I wanted to act as a motivation for you people that if you are planning to do an MBA, because most of the people get fascinated by jittery things, here is one jittery thing. So overnight stay in 5-star hotel, good food, good travel, good place funded by company, a lot of partner visits, lot of business dealings. You feel empowered at the end of the day after doing an MBA. So I am going to talk about 5-6 main things कि MBA आपके लाइफ में क्या चेंज करता है, क्या चेंज नहीं करता है, और MBA आपको करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए. बट इफ यू वांट टू जज बाय योर पर्सनल प्रोफाइल कि मेरी प्रोफाइल तो ऐसी है तो मेरे को पर्सनली MBA करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए, देन यू हैव टू बुक अ 1-to-1 सेशन विद मी फॉर 29 rupees. Link is in the description box and in the comment section pinned as well. Go and block the session today if you want to discuss 1-to-1 with me and you are confused or in a dilemmatic state, because I've solved hundreds of them. I've just completed about 250 consultations a day before, and it feels good to help the students. Now coming to the main topic, right? Why MBA and what does MBA change for you, right? So in terms of money, the quickest way in India to upgrade your pay scale is MBA, undoubtedly, because others have stiffer competition, longer wait times, and the reward is not that rewarding in terms of pay package. So the growth in the MBA industry is quite significant, though it has gone down right now because of the market situation and everything, but still a healthy growth in the industry plus a healthy package and a quick pay upgrade if you want in your life. Like I'm giving an example, suppose you're working in a TCS or an Infosys or a IT company for 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh rupees, 6 lakh rupees, right? Then an MBA will just make that salary, MBA from a good college will make that salary threefold minimum, which means if you're getting 5 to 6 lakhs, it should be 18 lakh to 20 lakhs at the end of MBA. So 3 to 4 times for sure. And if you are good enough and if you're able to crack in the placement, maybe a 6-7 times spike, which is not possible by normal growth. So MBA suddenly increases your base pay, right? अगर आपको इंडिया में बेस पे को अपग्रेड करना है कि मेरी बेस पे जितनी कम है, अगर मेरे को कंपाउंडिंग भी होता है और स्विच भी करता हूँ या करती हूँ, तो इतने तक ही हम पहुंच सकते हैं. इसके बियॉन्ड पहुंचना इतना कम टाइम में मुश्किल है, राइट? सॉफ्टवेयर में द स्विचेस आर क्वाइट सिग्निफिकेंट. सो 30% 40% जंप होता है. तो बहुत लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि 3 लाख से शुरू किया था, 8 लाख, 16 lakh, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs is in no matter of time. It will just be exponential and you will grow apart. But that curve also will take about 4 to 5 years to 6 years, 7 years, right? In MBA, you can do it in 2 years, that jump. And then on the base, you can switch companies and gain up to a 30% hike there as well. So the graph of MBA people will always be, starting at an edge over any normal software engineer. However, the growth element in MBA is slower than any software company because there are a lot of options and you can switch jobs, and the hike in between jobs is about 100%, 150%, which is not the case in terms of MBA. You will not get a 100% hike, maybe a 30%, 40% hike. So eventually the software people will be able to catch up MBA and beat MBA as well. But if you're impatient and want to earn quick money and get married, have kids and have a settled life before 32, 33, right, then MBA is that one safety exit option for you. Otherwise you just stretch yourself for 7 years, 8 years, still achieve the same feat, but MBA is a quicker way to upgrade your pay package. There is no doubt about it, right? But given the current market situation, not every student is getting placed. Not every student is getting placed in good companies unless you are from top 3 IIMs. I am ABC. That's why I keep on stressing. If you have to go to ABC. Even LIK is suffering. IITs are suffering. I am Mumbai, I am Shillong. They are also struggling because the market condition is like that. Nothing to blame to the universities except the fact that they keep on accepting people irrespective of whether they will be able to place them or not. So that's a different topic. I don't want to go in or deep indulge into that because there are several things that I've said before to that as well, that what are MBA, what are those folks doing. So I will put that video in the description box, that what is the current placement scenario in the top MBA colleges. In terms of placement package, you're sorted, right? Next comes the work-life balance. You are screwed in work-life balance. Let me tell you, if you are ending up, again, completely depends on the role and the company, but in 70-80% of the cases, you will generally not have a very typical work-life balance as the people would like to define work-life balance. Now, your definition of work-life balance can be very different from my definition. My definition typically is that it should be a combination between work and life. It shouldn't be like I'm giving this many number of hours to work and this many hours to family, and this dedicated structure is not in my mind. But however, what I've said in terms of work-life balance is basically how the people of India generally perceive work-life balance to be. Like 70-80% people के लिए एक definition क्या होता है कि मैं family को भी time दूँ. It's about number of hours of time that you can dedicate to your family without getting involved or thinking about your work too much. And similarly, when you are at work, you are just not thinking about your family, because then you are focused and you complete your job in time and you leave. It's a 9 to 5 typical cycle. So generally in Titan, it is the case. It is a brilliant company. That's why in terms of work-life balance. But unfortunately in India, 70-80% of the companies are not like that. Particularly the consultancies are absolutely not like that. It's a 12-hour, 13-hour, 14-hour stretch. So even if you are at the hotels like this, you still are on your laptop and working. So even if you earn a lot of money, even if you have a great life outside work and inside work, and you get to visit a lot of hotels, a lot of cities, you don't have time to explore the cities. You don't have time to explore the hotel or enjoy the perks and great things about the hotel or the place. You simply indulge yourself into too much work, and that's what people, I've heard mostly people say that पैसे तो है इस प्रोफेशन में, अच्छी अच्छी जगह पे जाने को भी मौका मिलता है, ग्रेट लाइफ, ऐसा लगता है लाइफ बदल गई है, बट उसके बाद टाइम नहीं मिलता है उनको एंजॉय करने के लिए. यू डू नॉट रियली गेट द टाइम. यू आर सो मच engrossed in work, 12 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours. So work life balance in that sense is not very guaranteed, right? It is very very subjective to the role and the company that you are in. That is the second thing. अच्छा, so work life balance हो गया, सैलरी हो गई, ये तो दोनों मेन क्वेरी रहता है. Third is the growth factor. Growth, I said, is slower than any software company, but on a standard, if you are staying in a company, it will be 8 to 10% growth in that company. Typically for consultancies, it can be lower as well. It can be 4 to 5%, depending again on the role that you are in. And then if you switch, it will be a 30% to 40% standard jump. You rarely see a switch where there is greater than 50% jump. In certain professions and roles there are. So in terms of growth perspective, it's a decent growth. I will not say exponential growth, unlike a software job. In terms of base pay package, again, according to Indian standards, it is quite high. But given that people are thinking about a 1 crore base pay or 80 lakhs base pay right now, it is not going to be achievable through domestic offers, at least as far as I know, right? So that is there on the base package part, right? Then how interesting your job life will be. Many people have this query. Now it depends completely on the individual, and that's why I say, and I will conclude with that statement also, that please choose your MBA degree very very carefully. If you are choosing MBA, it means that you are interested in business, and then only you are going into it. If you are not, you will not enjoy your job. Eventually you will start cursing yourself, you will start cursing MBA. It's eventually a cycle of dud hole, and you just keep on reaping about it, and you cannot do anything, you cannot change anything. So I keep on telling people that only if you like business and you like to create business, you like to talk about business, come into MBA. Otherwise there is no meaning, because all of the jobs are mostly rotating in and around business. So it's completely up to you that whether you will enjoy the job or not, basically your interest domain, right? But generally people do enjoy their jobs, what they do, if they are very much into a business. Like me, I'm very very fascinated by the kind of role and the job I have, and motivated completely, because I've always wanted to do things like that, create businesses and stuff. And many people, 70-80% people, Indians again, are not happy even at a pay package of 1.52 lakhs because of tiring work-life balance, and because of the job that they do not get to learn much about it, and they get exhausted in the process, do not really like the outcome, and they feel a cog in the wheel. They really cannot move much about it, and that's what I've heard as a feedback from the people. So not very interesting to most of the crowd, but some people are really creating businesses and they are in the spaces that they want to do. I am one of those lucky ones. I'm absolutely fortunate, and that's why I'm enjoying. So it's completely subjective again, whether you will enjoy or not, right? Now fourth thing is stability, right? now many people talk about stability. Obviously the stability will be lower than any government job, right? In a company like a Titan or a Tata Group, right, in general the stability is very, very high. So I'm not the right person probably to talk about stability, but generally in consultancy firms, if you are benched for a long amount of time, you are always in the risk of losing a job, or there is a lot of volatility because there is a lot of client changes, a lot of project changes. In typical other roles also, if you are not slogging your ass off, after a point of time they are going to put you in PIP, which is performance improvement program, and going to sack you off. But if you are good enough, you need not worry. You will survive and you will thrive. Not only survive, you will thrive. You will eventually learn and deliver. Nobody does it in day one, but it will eventually happen. So it's just a matter of time. So I would say that it will eventually happen, right? But stability definitely less than a government job. But if you are good enough, you do not need to talk about stability. In terms of learning opportunities, fantastic learning opportunities, a lot of new things you will learn. There are some age-old businesses that are happening the way they used to happen 30 years back as well, but you have to get out of those, because as Steve Jobs mentioned, that if you are the smartest in the room, you are in the wrong room. So change the room. So similarly, change the company if you feel that you are the smartest in the company, or you have grown enough and there's a saturation and you are not learning and you are not contributing anything. So just leave the company, move ahead, go to the next company, learn something new. So in terms of learning perspective, fantastic opportunity, fantastic canvas to paint on. So I think mostly that covers the entire spectrum. In terms of loan, in terms of rentals, in terms of living expenses, it is supposed to go higher. So in terms of savings, what you are saving right now in engineering, if you are earning a 7-8 lakh package, which I was doing, I was earning about an 8.5 lakh package when I left Vedanta Resources. I feel the savings that I used to make there is higher than the savings that I make here. Yes, because of the rentals are extremely high, or 25k rent, and then maintenance charges, and then living expenses, and then your lifestyle goes up, right? You go for a movie, you eat food from outside, you go for socializing with people, so you spare a lot of money. Then transportation, lot of money if you don't have your vehicle, particularly in a metro city like Bombay, Bangalore and stuff. But then that is what it is, right? You cannot do much about it. In terms of loan, you have to continuously spare out 30,000-40,000 every month. That's again very, very expensive, and comes as a part of your living. So net savings तो नहीं होता है उतना. So from a savings perspective, not that lucrative in the beginning years, but if you stretch it like 10 years, 15 years down the line, you will eventually save through. That's a good thing. And lastly, the perks and advantages of doing an MBA, as I started the video with, and I'm even going to end the video with: beautiful view, beautiful places to visit. If your job is traveling, absolutely ball of a time, different cities, different cultures, hotels, topmost hotels in India if you are in a corporate. Even if you are in a startup, a lot of business partner meetings, a lot of new learning. In terms of PF, you are covered. In terms of medical insurance, you are covered. Your parents are covered if you are in a corporate, right? So a lot of those small things counts a lot, like in terms of medical cover, or in PF, or in security, gratuity, and all of that, right? So a lot of coverage is given by the corporates, and that's how the perks and policies, and they make you visit offsite, and then you go with your team in team building exercises, you do some stuff. So a lot of exposure in terms of meeting people, in terms of going to new places, in terms of getting exposure. Fantastic place to be in. And it's always hustling, right? You are in the mainstream, you are talking with the leaders, the CEOs, and you start thinking like them, you start interacting with them, and you get to learn a lot in the process. So I think that covers the entire spectrum of life after MBA. My life after MBA has been fantastic. I do not regret even a bit of it, because that is what I wanted to do, and I'm very happy that I did it. And from a fantastic college, most importantly, I think the kind of education that it has given is without question one of the best in the country. And I am really proud that I have done my MBA from IIT Kharagpur. I think after MBA, my life personally is sorted. I don't have anything much to complain about. It's been a fantastic journey. So life after MBA completely depends on the role, the company, and the individual, whether you will enjoy it or not. For me, it has been a ball of a time. I am earning quite decent. What do I mean by quite decent? You can say that cumulative earnings cross about 1.5 lakh per month kind of a thing, which is not only from my service but other avenues that I have. Grossly about 1.5 to 2 lakh you can consider a month is roughly the earning, because many people will be interested in that. And what else? Work-life balance wise, I'm sorted, because I've always been an enthusiastic person to work. I have my perks and policies. My mother stays with me, so I'm very happy with my family. I give family time as well. So it's been a fantastic journey, right? There is nothing much to complain about. I've been very happy in my sweet little space, and life after MBA is fantastic if you really enjoy it. So that is it from my side for today. I hope this gives a lot of insights. Do I regret doing MBA? Absolutely not. Is life after MBA good? Yes, good in certain perspectives, might not be good in certain. You have to choose according to your priorities what are the most important things and what tick boxes. So that was it from my side for today. If you like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and hit the bells icon for regular updates, because we keep on bringing videos like this on this channel. We keep on motivating you to do or not to do MBA in both ways. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.